I don't know who needs to hear this, but at least one of you does. Stop living in the script that somebody else gave you. You were born into this world as a unique individual. You have a purpose, a reason that you're here, and something you're supposed to do in this lifetime. I don't know what that is, and I'm not going to pretend to tell you the answer, but I can give you some pointers on where to look to find it and how to bring it out and why it's important that you do. Because we all go through life living on a script, a story that we've either been given or a story that we're writing. And stories are fucking powerful because they shape our identity. Without a story, your brain doesn't know how to show up. So we're constantly creating stories. Now, the good news is you can rewrite the story that you tell yourself. The bad news is that can sometimes be very challenging if it's very ingrained, if our identity is very attached to the story. And we get our stories from all kinds of things, from our parents, from the way we were brought up, from religion, from politics, from our job. When you meet somebody and they ask you, what do you do? And you have to respond with your career, which is weird because that probably has nothing to do with who you are. So the real question, if you weren't given a script, if you didn't have to live the story that you're living now, what story would you live? Who are you? Who were you before this world told you who you had to be? And if you'd like to find that out, the method that's worked for me has been to use the 13 chakras as a blueprint. If you don't know, the chakras are the ancient energy centers of the human energetic body. They also relate to the physical body. You've probably heard of the main 7 of them, but there's way more, hundreds in fact. But when we look at the 13 chakra, an energetic structure emerges that gives you a crystal clear map for who you are, what you are, why you're here, what you're here to do, what it looks like, and the steps to take to build that as your life. It strips away the narrative of who you've been told to be. It strips away the trauma programming. It strips away the matrix programming. It strips away the societal ideals. And it leaves you with a raw but clear picture of who you are, what you are, and everything else that matters to you. And from that, we can very easily build an action plan to put that into real life steps. Like, how do you build a business around the real you? How do you build your relationships in a way that's truly authentic? What does that mean for your spiritual existence? And ultimately, how do you choose to define yourself going forward? These are all the questions that many of my clients ask me. These are the questions that I once was asking myself. And these are the questions that the 13 chakra process allowed me to find the answers to. If you're ready to dive into something like that, you know where to find all the information. It's somewhere on my page. You can click the links, watch the videos, and if it resonates, I'd love to work with you and help you answer some of these questions, but not just answer them and come up with a feel-good idea. Answer them and turn it into real-life action that changes your business, that changes your relationships, that makes you a lot of money, that creates a massive amount of fulfillment, that makes positive impact in the world, shifts your community, your network, your family, the dynamics around you, and ultimately allows you to live out your purpose, the thing you came to this planet to do. Maybe you don't know what that is. Maybe you'd like to remember. So if that's you, I'll see you on the flip side.